If Sale had their minds on next week's semi-final in the Tetley Bitter Cup, they didn't show it. While Bedford seemed to have already wrapped up Premiership 2 despite a possible 2-point deduction.
Yeah, it has been a good season. We're pleased obviously with our progress, but different today. It's a big test for us, and I think Sale start favourites, handily placed in the First Division, and we are still a Second Division team.
3,000 at Goldington Road for this one, neither side at full strength, but that gave a chance for a few of the younger faces at contract time. Sale on top in the early stages, keen to quieten the partisan crowd. Matt Tetlow making ground with the support of his pack before the almost inevitable penalty against Bedford for offside. The New Zealand international Shane Howarth lined up the kick. It was barely missable. 3-0 to Sale after 11 minutes. The Bedford forwards made their presence felt for the first time 5 minutes later, an indication that they were at least a match for Sale and probably had the greater motivation. Another penalty, another kick. The Welsh international Mike Rea this time. And it was all square, but the momentum with Bedford. And they kept it rolling. From Simon Crabb through Junior Paramore and Tony Yap, Daniel Whiston with the flick pass to Rory Underwood. Underwood grabbing the ball for the first time. Justin Cullen took it on. Crabb recycled it, and the move swung sweetly back across field. Rudy Strowley sent Ben Whetstone away, and the expert finisher claimed his 20th try of the season. Bedford stepped up the tempo again. Mick Petchey, who had a fine game. Crabb, who was alert to everything. Then Whetstone, who just when he seemed to be held up, wriggled away again, and despite Jim Mallander's attentions, was over to make it 23 at half-time. Early in the second half, Sale were looking for some spark of inspiration to force their way back into the game. It came through Dion O'Quinnigan, the big number 8, leaving everyone trailing. He looked certain to score until Mike Rea intervened. Sale's scrum half, Richard Smith, tried everything he knew to find a way through. But Bedford were proving very resilient. Murray Driver in more forceful style. And then suddenly, it was Chris Yates who found the gap and a lifeline for Sale. 23-10 with the conversion. Now Bedford were backpedaling. Howarth hit the post from a penalty. Sale's Yates was stopped effectively. But that only created the opening for Smith and Howarth to combine and send O'Quinnigan away on another buccaneering run. Again he laid waste to the Bedford defence. Beneficiary this time, Matt Moore, and it was 23-15 with 20 minutes left. Another Howarth penalty rattled the post. Sale was certainly doing it the hard way. Moore was the main danger out on the left, proving elusive as Sale swept across field again. Around Rea, and it was Moore against Yap. A little shirt pulling, a fortunate bounce, a lucky try all round, but it was 26-20 with 5 minutes to go. The crowd became edgy, the players didn't. Whetstone, the Bedford star again. Jason Forster supplied the extra power. Then it was Crabb for Whetstone, and he snatched his 22nd try of the season and made it 31-20. Plenty for Sale to do, so little time left. For Bedford, a first cup final appearance since 1975 when they won at Twickenham under Budge Rogers. For Sale, another semi-final looms next week in the Tetley Bitter against Wasps at Loftus Road, while Bedford contemplate the prospect of a cup and league double.
No, it was a hard game, but we expect that when you get to the semi-final of a cup competition and against a First Division side like Sale. They're 6th in the First Division, so that's a good win for us. I'm really pleased for the players, especially pleased for Paul Turner, because he's worked very hard. It meant a lot to him today, and the players